here we go. Going on to game one on North here. This is the North American losers bracket. One of these teams is going to continue advancing, and one of these teams is going home. Let's take a look at lineups as we spawn into North. Zaf, talk to me about Ggwp.
So Ggwp is Montana and Yamato, and then triple, Des Moines. Ducky shot this time in the Venezia, and we've got Daring, Yu Yang, and Shimakaze.
Yu Yang action. This is our first look at 007 this event. We have not seen them play here on my channel or Zaf's channel. Eagle Lance, Soviet Baguette, Kremlin, and Ohio. Well, that's Soviet Baguette. That lines up. Double Moskva with Des Moines and Venezia rounding things out. Oh, I'm sorry, double Moskva. There's a Moskva in that front. That's Elgar. Rounding things out, Daring, Shimakaze. So we see kind of a little bit of a philosophical difference here. 007 bringing a double destroyer comp compared to the triple destroyer that Ggwp is fielding.
Yep, Ggwp feels like a more mobile force. With the Des Moines, they can relocate a little bit easier. Moskvas are your typical kind of dig-in ships, although Des Moines can do that too.
You're definitely going to dig in more with a Moskva. A DM's, I won't say a DM is easy to move. A DM is easier to move simply because it's less detectable.
Yes.
I won't say, what's a DM full rig stealth? Like 10 and a half? 10-3?
Something like that.
Something like that. So the radar doesn't quite reach out to its detection radius, but it's close, right?
Yep.
All right, well, quite a big, kind of a heavy side here for a 007. Kremlin triple Moskva, all making their way east along the H line. Eagle Lance's Ohio looks like he's going to hang out and play mid. Annoying Italians Des Moines moving up to work the bottom end of the B cap. Opposed by Arch Zero's Des Moines and Amatsukaze's Daring Mad Dog, the Daring there for 007. Venezia and Desert Rat heading wide to the A flank, where Ggwp is deploying quite a bit of firepower.
Yep. You notice the Moskva's way south here, and that's because if they get detected early, then they can come under battleship fire, and typically they're going to be broadside when they get detected. So they have to play a little bit more carefully.
Amatsukaze with the early spot on Annoying Italians Des Moines. Sage put out a Yamato salvo, didn't get anything out of it.
Yep, and then Ohio responded, nothing out of it either.
Well, nothing significant. He hit him, but it wasn't that big a deal.
Did he even hit him?
He did. When you got 95,000 hit points, he took like 16K, like big 16,000.
Right. I didn't even see the bar move. That's how like insignificant it was.
Exactly. Like it hit him, but it didn't do a whole lot.
Right. By the way, Zika in the Shimakaze is running 12-kilometer torpedoes, and Desert Rat is running the 20-kilometer torpedoes.
Okay. Noteworthy. See, now the Yu Yang smoke going up at A, the double Des Moines, snail trail here, the doom snail, for lack of a better way to put it, starting to get going. I think, Zaf, what we're seeing 007 do here with the triple Moskva Kremlin is they're going to go for this 9-line push. That's all I can think of. They're going to come over here into H9, turn due north, and move right up the 9-line. That's all I can think of.
I would say 2 of them are on the border, 2 of them go up the islands.
You think so? You think they're going to send 2 up the 10-line and 2 up the 9-line?
Yeah, they'll send 2 of the Moskvas over there probably, because they're faster than the Kremlin, and they'll put the Kremlin in the middle of the ball, and they'll just move up. You can see already torpedoes from Zika's Shimakaze fishing for that play.
Indeed. Eagle Lance taking a bit of a hit there, getting kind of cross-fired by a Battleship Princess and Sage at the same time. Takes about a 10-12K hit there. Not catastrophic, but definitely down a chunk early. No other significant engagements here. 3.5 minutes into the game. You can tell that 007's play is to basically surrender the A cap.
Yep.
Just make a nuisance of themselves on this flank in general.
Yep. All right, there's Baguette and Judge turning northward. And we'll see Walked and Woaded. Wow. And Elgar getting all the way over to the edge. I'm surprised Elgar's not going to take the shortcut north of the island, but okay.
He probably doesn't want to risk it because I'm guessing they don't have a lot of vision right now. They don't.
No.
So they're going to play it safe, right? If there was a destroyer out here that could guarantee there wasn't anybody that was going to slap him for that play, he might do it.
Right.
But since there isn't, they don't know, they're not willing to risk it. And it makes sense.
So we're about to have a...
Go ahead.
We're gonna have a daring slap fight pretty soon here at B, I think.
4 minutes gone. Still pretty quiet early here. GGWP bagging the A cap. They slowly working up points, but not a huge lead. As the 007 push up the 9-10 line is starting to materialize. Now, that second salvo of torpedoes from Zika looks really good, Zaf. Now, Judge, it looks like Judge has got his Hydro up, so they're going to see these coming, and they'll be able to slow down and adjust. But it is going to slow them down just a little bit.
Well, and to be quite honest, they need to slow down anyways. They have to let the other
Yep.
Mosfas catch up to them.
Yep.
So,
Baguette,
Yep.
sorry, Baguette is slowing, Judge is not so much.
I
There
think
we go, he's
Baguette
turning.
was already planning on slowing down, and Judge didn't until he realized the threat. Now he's turning in, he'll be fine. And looks like Baguette will take one torp from Ducky shot on the bow.
Yeah, Baggett's probably looks like he's going to take one of these Venezia torps in the bow. But he doesn't. Oh, he does. Yeah,
he does.
Right
He
there.
does. Facey just got whacked. Out in the open water here. Must have been the Ohio Eagle Lance.
Must have been. I don't think the Venezia AP was looking. Venezia SAP was looking for him.
I highly doubt SAP could do that much
No.
damage. He was like full health.
That was the Ohio for sure. I wonder how he got spotted exactly.
I don't know. Judge got whacked as well. He might have opened up on something.
That hit on Judge wasn't too bad. It's the SAP. The Venezia SAP is starting it on Judge now. You see it? He's going to just start taking. Ducky's just going to start taking 8K a time off him, basically.
Yep. All right. 4 assets going up the 9-10 line.
There we go.
If anybody wants a good screenshot, here we go. Soviet Baguette with the no battleship sign. Just for the lulz.
In proud defiance of Wargaming's advice, 007 says, "To heck with you, I'm doing this my way."
That's right. Hey, they might even be playing Frank Sinatra right now.
I know. Well, they're rotating Mad Dog, 007 rotating Mad Dog over to C as Annoying Italian trying to guard the B cap and push him. Matsukaze's daring back off of it. Torps coming in for Annoying Italian. A good hit from the Yamato right through the nose. A good boop on the nose as Fosse's also coming in with some AP there. Eagle Lance driving his Ohio up the channel.
Wow.
He's looking for the shot on Fosse.
Yep.
They have no eyes on Fosse right now. 00, there he is. They've got the shot now. There go the shells. This could be bad.
It
is
takes him
bad.
out.
It is bad.
Matsukaze was just about to smoke him up too.
Indeed, and Eagle Lance with an aggressive battleship play pays off here. First blood going to 007. They'll also be bagging the C cap momentarily. Nobody's really in a position to stop this. Arch Zero's not even in radar range to pick up Mad Dog. Well, he kind of is, but nobody would have shots anyway. It's too late now. Each team taking up a cap. Go ahead.
It's interesting. GGWP grabs A, but they decide not to go for it. They're going to try to focus down Annoying Italian instead.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And they're doing a great job of it right now. Here comes, it's a Yamato salvo, I think.
Des Moines, I think that was Des Moines.
Des Moines, okay. Yamato salvo's got to be coming eventually.
This might be the Yamato salvo. Nope.
Now, Dyer's getting chunked for his trouble out in the open.
Well,
open watering Annoying Italian as well.
Yeah, I don't know why he opened up there.
I don't either. Italian escaping on about 7,000 HP, popping a heal. Shimakaze Torps moving up the 4 line, but not finding anything.
Mm-hmm.
Dyer giving up a big chunk of HP. Only about 50 points between the two teams here. Coming up on the 9-minute mark of the match.
Zika is now on radar.
Yep. We got shells going in on the Shimakaze over here. As now 00 has brought Desert Rat back to A. The GGWP kind of reorient has allowed them to take this weak side and at least contest this capture zone.
Zika is pretty low. He's at 3K, 2K. But
I can't see him.
Yep. Radar
Lost
just
sight of
ended.
Yep, they would need another radar. Maybe Judge. Do you know whose radar that was? Probably Judges.
I think it was Judge's radar, yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say it might take Walked and Loaded up to kind of move him up there.
Ducky getting whacked a little bit by Baguette.
I can't say that.
I know, right? Seriously.
It's like Elmer Fudd is suddenly casting Kots, Zap.
Yep.
007 cheekily moves onto both caps. They'll start narrowing this gap. Only 30, basically 10 points in falling here.
Battleship.
Approach the half of the match.
The Montana Battleship Princess Rala for Ggwp is coming under tremendous focus fire now, as the annoying Italian is just under 5,000 hit points now, but being smoked by Mad Dog's Daring.
Not sure how they can see Desert Rat, but they can. Oh, he's under Des Moines radar. The Des Moines radar on the north side of B's got him lit for quite a while. So Sage's secondary is going in on him.
Look at that, just charging.
Oh, big Venezia hit on Sage's Yamato. Blitz is playing this Venezia like a champ. He held his fire all through that turn so the Des Moines wouldn't be able to pick him out in smoke. And then he took like an 18k hit off the Yamato the first time he pulled the trigger there as his smoke expired. Yamato answering back in anger now. That's Sage.
Yep, and he did take a torpedo as well from Desert Rat Shima.
All of those shells falling short. I don't think O's Double O is going to be able to get back onto A anytime soon, but it was enough. Well, they held the cap long enough to flip the lead.
It's interesting, Double O's has stopped their push up the 910 line.
Yeah, I was just about to comment on that. Like, I'm not sure why you would pull the handbrake now.
Let's see which way Arc Zero is looking. He's looking to stop them from getting around. So, of course, if Judge pops through first, he'll be broadside to Arch's Des Moines.
I don't have a ton of vision right now. They can see the Des Moines. They can see Amatsukaze. They can see Sage and the Sage's Yamato, and they can see Yoshi's Des Moines. That's literally it. That's all they can see. Okay, they can see Ducky now. He just opened fire, but that like Battleship Princess has gone dark. So GWP doing a great job of rotating those ships back away, out of division, out of detection. All the Battleship Princess now taking a salvo at Judge.
Now, see, this part requires a lot of coordination as Judge takes at least one Citadel there. Basically, you have to wheel, which means you have to have Elgar, the farther Mosfa, go farther up north and then cut around.
I hear you. It's like Chamberlain at Little Round Top.
Fix bayonets!
Exactly. Fix bayonets! It's one of my favorite moments in the film.
Absolutely. Battleship Princess Rala is shooting Eagle Lance. Nothing.
Decent hit on Eagle. Now, the salvo I want to see coming in is the torpedo salvo on Sage, because he's looking at Daring Torps and Shimmatorps all at the same time.
Yes.
Like, this is a fun survival minigame if you're Sage. He's about to eat 4 Daring Torps, followed up by 2 Shimmatorps. He's out.
There it goes.
Brilliantly done. Brilliantly coordinated by both 007 destroyers. They move out to a 2-ship lead. Both teams ticking up a cap with about 6.5 minutes left to play, but 007 probably in the driver's seat just because they have more firepower available on the board.
Yeah, that was a huge kill right there.
I mean, they have look at the health advantage they have right now, Zach.
Yeah.
Just crazy.
You wouldn't think they're only up 2 ships.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think they're more of like 3 with that kind of health advantage.
Ducky now playing a border humping game. Look at all those shells he's dodging.
Not gonna lie, Zap, I hate this. I wish they'd fix it.
It adds gameplay.
Da tovarish.
But these 007 doing a nice job now of pushing together.
Yep.
They've wheeled around, and now they're all going to hit W. and they're going to push into Arch. And they might take pot shots at Ducky whenever available, but Arch is the big focus in there. Look at those shots hitting.
Yeah. It's going to be all focus fire all the time on Arch's Des Moines. They're bringing back Zeka's Shima and Roxy's Daring, although Roxy's opening up with his guns, which maybe doesn't feel like the smartest idea, but I'm sorry, Roxy. Amatsukaze. Calling his clan tag instead of his name.
Oh, there it goes.
Kremlin looks at Des Moines and says, "Your puny bow armor means nothing to me, sir."
That's right.
As 007 going up 3 ships. 5 minutes to play. 007 on a solid lead. Ggwp just does not seem to have the board position or the health to make this work right now.
Nope. Now the reason
they had to pull all 3 destroyers out.
The reason Amatsukaze was opening up was because of the focus fire on his buddy. Obviously, opening up, he figures he's safe, and if he gets them to shoot him instead, well, that's a win as well.
Yeah, that works too because you're saving your buddy.
Exactly.
No, it makes sense.
Less experienced teams would probably fall for that ploy and start shooting Matsukaze. This isn't a less experienced team.
No, I'm afraid not.
Look at the teamwork there.
Not a lesser experienced team.
Yep, look at the teamwork there as Dyer smokes up his buddy.
Matsukaze maybe going out here. Lots of shells going into that smoke looking for him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they can see him.
Yeah, I think they're radared.
I think they could. The Moskva had him on radar. 4-ship lead now for 00. Despite coming in at a destroyer disadvantage, they have flexed their radar very well. Made up lots of ground. Pretty well all over but the crying. And I tell you, Zath, for me, the hero of this game, this is going to sound ridiculous. It's been a pleasure watching Blitz play Venezia on this flank.
Mm.
He's done such a good job knowing what to shoot, when not to shoot. I think that's one of the things you find so many Venezia players in randoms in particular, not necessarily in competitive, but in randoms, they forget that if you fire your guns in smoke, then like you could probably still be spotted depending on who it is that's spotting you.
Right.
See if Battleship Princess survives to touch tips with Eagle Lance.
Nope.
Negative. 60 seconds on the timer, all over but the crying here in game 1. 007 looking really solid to move on to the losers bracket at the moment. This is still only game 1.
Desert Rat's going to land 3 torpedoes on Yoshi, and that will seal the deal.
Yeah, that's going to be it. And there it is. That's game, kids. 10 seconds on the timer. All over for GGWP. They will drop game 1. 007 one step closer to continuing their advancement in the tournament here in the losers bracket.
That's right.
That was Shimakaze torp. That torpedo, that cross torpedo salvo between the Daring and the Shima on Sage was a thing of beauty, Zaf. An absolute thing of beauty.
Yes, it was.
That's the kind of coordination. It's the kind of coordination that I look at and go, "Oh, I would love to have this in randoms, right? Wouldn't this be awesome?"
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh well. All right, guys, we're gonna be bringing you game 2 of this match momentarily. I can tell you that KSC and BN have tied things up at 1 game apiece, so that match is going to game 3. Here we are on our way to game 2.
That's right.
On loop. Oh, my stomach's really starting to get pissed at me, Zaf.
Mine is actually doing okay. It's interesting. I just had that Nestle Crunch and I'm fine.
It's really ready for dinner, man. We've been at this 6 hours, ready for dinner. I know, it's coming. Can't wait. I'm ready for some real food. It's been a long day. It's been a really long day.
Mm-hmm.
All right, quick look at the bracket here. How we doing? Okay. Yep. No other updates really.
No.
KSC and BN is the only other match still going on. So we have this one and that one. So we'll see if 007 can sweep or if they get forced to a third game. KSC and Buenos Noches are definitely going to a third game. Nothing can stop that now. I got to sneak in my cheesy movie quotes where I can. It's one of life's little pleasures.
There you go. Ggwp is not readied up. So you know what I think I'm gonna do?
Double O's making a couple of lineup changes. It looks like you want to run an ad break.
Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do an ad break just so we can.
Probably. Yeah.
In case we go to a game 3, I want people to be able to come in and see the game right away and not be stuck looking at an ad.
I'll do the same thing. I'll do it manually this time. People were asking me why they're seeing ads on your stream and not on mine, and I'm blaming my stream deck, honestly.
Oh, really?
Well, the functionality, there's a thing in the stream deck you can drag it over and say, this should run an ad. But it seems to be very inconsistent. It doesn't always work, and it's a little irritating if I'm honest. So
yep.
I am not confident that it works all the time. So I'll run one here in a minute. I pulled the game up on my own channel just to see, so I don't run an ad during the game. Made that mistake already. Not doing that again.
Fortunately, this game, I mean, it's even if they miss the ending, it's it's not like a huge thing.
Not doing it, Zap. You wouldn't believe the trash talk I got in my chat after making that mistake. You would not believe.
I understand, dude. I did that by accident myself a couple of seasons of King of the Sea ago.
I get that nobody wants that to happen, but we don't want it to happen either, guys, right?
No.
But we screw up on occasion, so come on, man. Give us a break.
It happens. We all make mistakes.
It absolutely happens. It absolutely happens.
I tried to make it right by loading up the actual game file that I had been recording, so I could pop that in and we could watch that again. But then people complained because that in-game audio and our audio was overlaid over each other because I didn't have the chance to go into. And it's a 5-minute delay, mind you. So it's like I did the best I could, and that's all you could hope for.
Sorry, this is winding down on stream.
Regardless, though, ladies and gentlemen, whether you got angry at us, trash talked or not, we're very happy that you're here. It really, you keep coming back for a reason, and it does mean something to all of us.
Absolutely. But that's why you were like, oh, it doesn't matter if you hit it. No, it matters. I'm not putting up with that again. It matters to me. That is not happening.
Right.
So I'll just wait for the game to sort of end and we get back to the training room, and then I'll press the button and I'll do it manually.
Yeah, well, at the time, I only saw 007 was down one person. Ggwp had full roster, so I'm thinking, okay, there might be one switch. I don't know how much time I've got, so weigh the decisions, but
Yep, GWP looks like they're making a quick roster change. They've only got 8 people in the room. There's Arch0 coming back in. All right, so they're making some lineup changes as we head over to Loop. Zad, this will literally be the first time we have seen Loop in this tournament.
Yeah, it seems to be banned a lot. I guess players just don't like it for some odd reason.
Yeah, it's like the most banned map of the entire bloody event. Like, just crazy. This match, not only was it not banned, it was actively picked by one of the teams, believe it or not.
Which team picked it?
That's a good question. Now you're going to make me go look. Gonna make me go look, Zath. Who picked Loop? 007 picked Loop in this and for this game.
Okay.
So GGWP picked North and lost their own map pick. So that feels kind of bad, right? That's never a good feeling. Screen's doing some weird things.
Yeah, that's okay. We're getting some more rules lawyering.
Again?
In the in-game chat, so that's fun. Guys, this is a tournament. It's for money. It's for bragging rights, all that good stuff. So it happens.
Staying out of it. I don't want to know.
But that's that exactly. Like I'm not going to comment beyond that. And I like the response there. At this point, I don't care. I'm just tired.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair, isn't it? I mean, aren't we all just there, right? Like, we're all just like, okay, can we just get this over with, please? All right. I'm going the wrong way on the chroma key. There we go. Let's turn it up a little bit. Okay. There, that ought to clean that up.
What was wrong? You looked fine.
Yeah, well, the one of the corners was starting to get a little fuzzy on the chroma key, so I wanted to fix it.
if you're working on that while you're at it, the
No,
right
it's fine
side,
now.
the right side of your chair thing, pull that down just a little bit. The right side.
Yeah.
There you go.
Whatever. Can't win them all.
No,
All
so
right, how we doing here?
we're getting ready. When I used to use that, and thank you again for sending that to me, by the way. That was a game changer. The old one that you had.
Oh, you're green screen.
But
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I was using that green screen too, I was always like getting angry because it's like it's just peeking a little bit in the corner. I'm like, ah, you know, like you can't win.
And honestly, I use this one because it's cheap. I think eventually I'm gonna have to invest in one of the nicer ones that'll actually sit behind me.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
As opposed to being attached to the chair. So yeah, I'm looking like I'm looking at some more upgrades I might make to the setup this month. That's one of them. My Streamlabs chair is a little rocky. I need to send them some pictures. I did contact their warranty people this week, so we'll see if anything comes of that.
Cool.
They tagged me back and they're like, yeah, send us some pictures and we'll let you know. And I was like, all right, sure. So can't
Good.
hurt.
Yeah, might as well. I mean,
Secret Lab.
yeah, both of us are using the same chair, so or same
I
brand.
like Secret Lab.
Yeah, me
Very
too.
happy with this chair. It's just that in this climate, I've spent so much time in it now. The pleather, right? This fake leather stuff is literally, this chair just like sheds it. It's peeling away everywhere. It looks awful.
So one thing I've got on my chair, I actually have a pair of shorts that I sit on, and that's designed to keep my contact from my skin away from the leather because it's my skin sweat that's probably going to work into it.
So for me, it's now they offer a fabric chair. I'll just get one of those.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if it wasn't for the Game of Thrones stuff they were doing, I would have definitely gone for a fabric chair. This, what is it called? Soft, whatever it is, soft weave.
Yes. Yeah, I don't have the. They didn't offer the fabric when I bought this chair almost 3 years ago. So I'm ready for sure. My wife's chair is totally fine, and she has to make sure and let everybody know. Thank you, dear.
Well, that matters to all of us.
Matters. It matters. Everyone out there in Twitch land needed to know that. Now you know. So knowing is half the battle. There you go.
G.I. Joe.
You better talk louder. Fair. Yeah, actually, and this one didn't start dying until I started spending 16 hours a day in it a year ago, right? Because Plague Land. So there you go. All right, teams are ready. Ggwp, Zath, let's get this game done.
Let's do it.
All right, ref's doing his final checks, guys. I think we're going to be moving on to game number
2.
2. It's been a long bloody day. Game number 2 here.
We're all excited to say 3.
It could be the last game of this match. It might not be. We'll have to see. That's up to Ggwp. They play well enough to win. We'll go on to game 3. I get the impression from what I'm seeing in chat that Ggwp is maybe a little on tilt, Zaf. Do you concur?
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah.
They sound kind of frustrated about the whole process.
Nah.
I think you're being sarcastic, Zaf.
I'm doing the ROM. No.
There you go. No.
Hey, you remember
All right.
DS9, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right, here we go, guys. Dropping into game number 2 of this North American losers bracket match. If 007 can win this game, they will retain their position, keep staying alive in the tournament. Ggwp needs this game if they're going to preserve their their place in the tournament. So we'll see what happens as we head for the very, very first time for us, at least on this event, headed to Loop.
That's right, baby.
Ggwp zoning in with a Kremlin and a Yamato for their battleships. Out in front, a Worcester, a Des Moines, a Stalingrad, and double Moskva. Fronting all of that, a Gearing and a Daring. Talk to me about 007, Zath.
007 decided to bring Double Conqueror. This is the first time as well we've seen Double Conquerors here. Very interesting.
Curious.
Very interesting. They've got quintuple Moskvas, 5 Moskvas, and they've got double Kleber.
These guys have taken Moskva to like the extreme here. Just craziness. Double Kleber. Now, you have to remember, Zath, let's think back for a minute to the last King of the Sea. When 007 found themselves in a best of 5 in game 5 on Loop in a game that they could have won to advance out of the top 8 into the top 4 and didn't.
Yeah.
Right? And they played so passively that the whole thing just kind of fell apart on them, and they ended up losing that game.
Right.
So here they are back on group in a very different position, right? If they lose this game, well, they're not out of the tournament. They'll go play a game 3. However, if they win this game, they continue to advance and take that shot at the third place hole in the bracket. So we will see how things go.
I like how most
Kleber's-
of 007 is wearing the ranked camo, either silver
They
or
are.
the poop.
They're wearing either bronze or silver ranked camo, kind of displaying their colors there. I hate that bronze. That bronze color does not look good, but the
Yeah.
silver is pretty sexy.
Except for
I gotta
some
admit.
of the Moskvas didn't get the memo.
Oh, really?
Yep.
What are we wearing over here? Oh, yeah, some blue and stuff. Yeah.
Some of the perma camos, and then I think one is running. What is it called? I don't remember. Doesn't matter.
The all-white one.
Yes.
Yep. Kleber's run to the wings immediately on to A and C, literally in less than 2 minutes from their middle spawn. Amatsukaze's daring is going to try and reverse into the top of B, so right away we can see that 007 is going to end up with A. Pretty much nothing can be done about that. They will likely grab C before Yoshi's gearing can get in here, and they're going to surrender the B cap more or less.
Which makes
Now-
sense.
You look at 07's team lineup, 007, excuse me. You look at their deployment. It's obvious they have a strategic plan for how they're going to approach this game, how they're going
Yep.
to approach this map.
Yep. They're going to push both flanks together with their Moskvas
think-
and the Conquerors.
You think so? So you're thinking this is like a modified wall of steel kind of play?
Well, take a look at Walked and Woted. He's already stopped, and he's waiting. He's now reversing even. And we got Desert and Judge that are continuing to go over. I wouldn't be surprised to see one of the two, looks like maybe Judge, turn and bow in here, and then the last one go to the end of the map.
I mean, the Conquerors are set up to kite away, which is interesting. As a Conqueror AP salvo, what is this heresy going down range on Deer's Moskva
Yep.
at 24 clicks? Nothing doing.
No. Yeah, both Conquerors are pretty much... Yeah, they're in hideaway positions.
Indeed.
Because my guess is they want to be able to control the engagement, and for them, controlling engagement is reversing.
Baguette, even at an angle, took a 20k hit from the Yamato shells from Battleship Princess.
Soft 32mm armor, baby.
Sage Leaves Worcester just got spanked by one of the Moskvas, too. About 10k hit through the AP there.
Mm-hmm.
Elgar and Toxic moving up the 10 line. Desert Rat and Judge getting set up to move up the 1 line. Both Kleber's sitting in caps, doing what Kleber's do, I suppose.
Drop anchor. I don't know.
Camp and Dare to do something about it right now? I'm not sure.
Now this, like for Eagle Lance, for example, this island is working against him because now he can't spot anything to the north. He has no idea what's going on up there unless his teammates are spotting for him. He's about to back out though and get detected.
Nope, I can't see him right now. Right now he's making sure he stays with... Yep, they just caught a glimpse of him.
Mm-hmm.
That's Yoshi. Gearing has got eyes on him. But he was
Yep.
mainly worried about avoiding the torpedoes, which he does.
Now what that tells him is that there is a destroyer within his spotting range. So that way they can plan accordingly. You can see Elgar and Toxic now slowing down their roll. One of them will most likely put Hydra on shortly.
Five minutes gone. 007 working a nice cap advantage out to about 120-point lead here and slowly growing. It seems like Ggwp is still looking for board position to try to figure out what to do here. Oh, Eagle Lance.
I was just gonna say, take a look at the fight that's going on here. Eagle Lance is picking a fight with Amatsukaze.
Moskva's now chiming in. Worcester Shell's coming in looking for Eagle Lance, but with the daring smoking, they'll cut off the vision. They won't be able to see him anymore. If you remember, Eagle Lance was the one in last King of the Sea that suffered his untimely demise by camping in the sea cap at the wrong time. getting surprised by Venezia very, very badly and very, very suddenly.
Meanwhile, looking at the other side, at the A cap, we've got kind of like Moskva-ception going on over here.
Indeed, it's double Moskva on double Moskva as Mad Dog is kind of trying to find a place that he can shelter in the cap. It's like Deer's going to kind of sidle up to this island. Now, here's the thing about Mad Dog's position. Deer's going to have to reverse. If Mad Dog plays that right, he could really do some bad things to Deer with the AP.
Yeah, but I think he needs to wait for...
Oh, no, not right now.
Yeah.
Not right now. Coming up on a 200-point lead for 007. It's taken Ggwp nearly 7 minutes to kind of work their ships into a position where they want to deal with this lineup that 007 has brought.
Mad Dog detected on radar. He's going to have to run.
Now, Toxic got slapped somewhere along the way. Oh, he's getting slapped again.
Oh, wow. That's not the Toxic I'm used to seeing.
No, I think he's going to be out here very soon. The Wooster's farming him. I think the Yami must have slapped him a couple of times. He might have taken a gearing torp. I'm not sure. But things are definitely not looking healthy. They can still see him. Oh, he's continuing to fire. That would be why.
Yep.
Yami shells coming in. This could be the end of Toxic.
And it is.
And it is. First blood going to Ggwp. They make the first big dent in the opposing lineup. They needed that.
Yes, they did. Meanwhile, we're going to see Eagle Lance versus Matsukaze again at C-Cap.
Indeed, there goes the Eagle Lance. He got the reload booster popped. He does. Matsukaze, having none of that garbage, immediately smokes up. He's determined not to give up any more health than he has to. Eagle Lance still spotted because that Sage's Wooster still has eyes on him to the north. So now the forces, the 007 quote-unquote push along the 9-10 line is basically over. The Moskva's going to dig in over there. They're going to push Eagle Lance back off the cap, but now Mad Dog is in B, Zath.
I see that.
He's going to pick it up.
I see that.
He's going to get it. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that.
Desert Red is being focused down pretty heavily, though, by Kremlin, Moskva at A. Obviously, they can't move too much farther out of there, but look at both Conquerors. Blitz and Soviet Baguette, both in the same place. Now they're realizing they got to flex around a little bit more.
Well, right now, look at the position that the Ggwp ships have taken over here on the one line. No Conqueror has a shot on them. And they're going to lose Desert Rat.
Yes, they are.
It's going to happen. It's only a matter of seconds. So what Ggwp kind of has done is they've sort of declined to play the come out here and we'll burn you down game that 007 kind of set up for with the Double Conqueror. Below retaining the lead, but down 2 ships. Only a 40-point lead-ish, 40-ish points.
Yep. Ducky Shot now going into B. Hitting Mad Dog. He's going to take some torps for this, though. And I'm surprised. Here comes the Conqueror salvo.
This actually could be huge. That's a really nice angle he's got on Ducky.
Pretty big.
Ducky takes about a 25k hit, and here come the torpedo. No, the torpedoes don't have the range.
Oops.
They don't have the range, Zap.
Oops. Should have brought Shimakaze.
Indeed.
Matsukaze now trying to smoke up Facey so he can continue to rain down on Elgar's Moskva. I like this.
Elgar's getting farmed out. He'll be off the board shortly. Pretty much, I don't think there's anything he can do about it. They have done good work against Arch Zero's Kremlin over here on the 1 line. But he's still in the game. So it kind of doesn't matter right now.
Well, and that's what you want, right? You want all that firepower hitting a Kremlin. You don't want it hitting your Moskvas. I mean, the Moskvas are pretty tanky themselves. Now look at the push. Walked and Voted is coming in hot with Blitz as well.
Elgar trying to do what damage he can without getting clapped by the Yamato, but here comes the Yamato salvo anyway. Doesn't do anything. They've put good damage into the Wooster along the way.
Yep. Probably didn't need to be that far forward, but okay.
Now it's on Eagle Lance to see if he can finish burning out Sage's Wooster. Certainly has the opportunity to.
But
And there's
gets
a Conqueror
firing
salvo
in.
coming in.
Nope.
Sage is going out. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
007 claims a kill back. They're still up about 100-ish points.
Look at Yoshi now. Yoshi is opening up. Judge is going down momentarily.
It's also, I mean, those guys got 3v1'd over here, right?
Yeah, they did.
Essentially, 007 put them on this flank, and GGWP moved up to where they could not, that these guys could not be supported by any other ships, and just singled them out, and now they're dead.
Yeah.
Now the Conqueror just beat the bejesus out of somebody. It looks like Love All Ships.
Yes, I love all ships.
Hammered.
Too far forward, got citadeled.
Just got hammered. 00 down 3 ships now. We've had our first lead change. GGWP moving out to a lead and growing on the strength of their cap advantage.
Now,
8 minutes to play.
Here's where Dyer can use the Russian torpedo, or Arch can use the Russian torpedo even. Looks like that's what's going to happen. Arch is full forward now.
Going for a close pass. Arch trying to get up on the starboard side of Deer to make sure the Conqueror doesn't get his broadside. Arch is going for the Russian torpedo.
Yep. Meanwhile, Dyer takes a huge hit. Torpedo misses.
Going to miss the Russian torpedo. Dyer's going to go out to the secondary.
No.
Now Arch is going to get hit by Walked and Loaded.
What are we seeing here?
Oh. It's just got wrecked by the MOSFET AP, and there he goes.
Oh, double kill.
What the hell just happened, Zath?
An attempted ram that failed. That has. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing.
Literally just watched Conqueror get citadeled out of existence. That's what we just watched.
Well, of course, but in the process, we also watched the Kremlin completely screw up the ram. And the other MOSFET that went from full health to no health, essentially.
Wow. Walked and Loaded looking like he's going to get up here and push Love All Ships, but not happening yet.
I mean, he's got to do something.
Not out of the game. There's only about 15 points between the two teams, but they're definitely on the back foot, and now they're in real trouble.
Now they're in trouble. Eagle going
Eagle
down
Lance
there.
goes down. Eagle going down. That's a ship they cannot afford to lose. That definitely puts the lead firmly in the hands of GGWP here in this do-or-die game for them.
Yep. And GGWP now getting on the A cap to completely prevent any point gain from occurring. Here comes the push. Walked and Voted.
All ships is just going to Russian torpedo it.
Of course.
Which is exactly what he should do. And there it goes. And that leaves only Soviet Baguette's Conqueror, which is getting brutally farmed out by the gearing. And Mad Dog's Kleber, we're going to game 3, Zath. This is over.
Yay.
Interesting to me that both teams losing their map picks here back to back.
Mm-hmm. All right, Mad Dog's all that's left. Let's see if we can get ourselves a death pick. I'll be getting it. Oh, yeah. 21 seconds to go. Mad Dog taunting by hitting the S key.
Making him earn it,
like,
but
nah.
They're going to get him eventually. Solid game 2 to GGWP. Forcing a game 3, staying alive in the tournament. Now, I'm going to be a little critical here for a minute, Zap.
Oh, okay.
It felt like one of two things. Either 007 didn't really know. I'm being mean here, and it's going to sound awful, but it feels like they didn't really have a good handle on what they wanted to do with that comp. Either that, or GGWP just had the perfect answer to what they wanted to do, in the sense of, they put Moskva's on the 1 line, Moskva pairs on the 1 line and the 10 line. And those guys literally just got focused out and dead. I mean, just wrecked. So, I mean, I'm not sure if that's a matter of 07 getting countered in the sense of GWP deploying their ships better, or if maybe they were just, once they got there, they kind of, I don't know. I mean, what do you think about that? It doesn't feel like you look at their lineup, you think, okay, they've got this lineup for a reason, but I never could figure out what it was.
You know, so after watching that execution, I think the plan was they would send the Klebers to go into both flanks quickly, grab the caps, and they'd set the Moskvas up so that the enemy would have to push them. If you note, like I was talking about them all pushing together up, it seemed like the right side did that, Toxic and whoever was with him, but the left side stalled. Yeah. The left side stopped as soon as they realized that on the other side was 2 Moskvas and a Kremlin that were coming. As soon as that happened, that side stopped, this side went up, which meant this side got focused down first and obliterated. And it felt like the Conquerors were in no position to really do much to help.
Yeah,
they were looking. I think they were looking for cross shots, and the way that they were both set up, they were expecting the enemy GGWP to go for a flank, one or the other. I don't think they expected GGWP to go middle and then fight over on the seaside, if I remember right. 9-10 line. I don't think they were expecting that kind of a play to occur. So, they had a great strategy for somebody else's strategy, but not GGWP's.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I do feel like they didn't get anything out of the Conquerors. I like the pick. I know where they were. I understand. I look at the lineup and I see where their head's at with the pick, but it feels like GGWP simply declined to play the game in such a way that the Conquerors would be useful. Right? So, yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'm just kind of think that one through, right? Because that's an uncharacteristic. They jumped out to an early lead, and then it all feels like it kind of fell apart on them. Because
GGWP didn't play the game that they wanted them to play, right? They didn't go in and charge in. They didn't give broadsides. Both Moskvas on both sides means that one Moskva holds, the other gets cross shots on the other side. But GGWP didn't play that game. Instead, what they did was they stayed up north above Toxic and his buddy, and I apologize, we don't remember names that well, guys. But over on the 9-10 line, and they focused them down one at a time, and that and Eagle Lance losing a bunch of hit points early on in that daring trade. That's what really sealed the deal on that particular flank. Yamato had some great salvos too from super long range. Remember, up close the Moskva's got that icebreaker bow, but from a farther distance the Yamato can plunge into the deck armor of the Moskva. So the Yamato on that team played brilliantly. It definitely helped that the 007 team essentially once they set up with their Moskvas, they essentially dropped anchor and they didn't really move much. So it's pretty easy to hit something like that,
Yeah, interesting. All right, well, we're going to Game 3 as we head to Crash Zone Alpha for a winner-take-all. Let me go look and see who won. BN, KSC. BN has won victorious, Zath.
Wow.
So BN will be surviving at the moment, moving up in the losers bracket. They will be facing defending champions 007 tomorrow.
07.
Who will not be... Sorry, thank you. 07. Who will not be able to defend their crown. The best they can hope for this event is third. We will be having a new King of the Sea for the first time in a long time, Zach.
The king is dead. Long live the king.
Let's see. 07 has won. They won 11, 10, and 9. King of the Sea 8 was won by...
Was it PSV?
No, it was the... Who was the Asian transplant clan that everybody ragged on? I can't think of the name of them. Anyway, it was an Asian group, I remember, that came to the server, and everybody basically were like, oh, they're a bunch of cheaters, but nobody could ever prove it. So anyways, they won King of the Sea 8. 07 has basically won every King of the Sea since, going all the way back to King of the Sea 9. So 9, 10, and 11. So they won both Kings of the Sea last year. King of the Sea in fall 2019. And so now here we are in spring 2021. And we're going to have the first new face of King of the Sea here on NA. We don't know who it is. We just know it's going to be a new team. And it's coming tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun.
Yep. I remember the team you're talking about now.
I can't think of their name. It's bugging the crap out of me.
Yep. It's a team that we always hated running into in clan battles too.
Yes. I could go back and look, but I don't remember. It's been a long day. Let's see. If I click this link and I click the rules set, usually this stuff is in the rules set. There used to be a page in the rules set where they listed all the previous winners. So let me go look and see if it's in there. They might have taken it out because it was kind of extraneous information, right? Like it wasn't important information, but it was fun information. Looks like it's been removed. Yeah, that's okay. We'll survive it. We don't really need it. All right, they've swapped spawns again. 007 is now our alpha spawn on this map. They're just getting everybody queued up. So, getting ready for a game. Game number 3.
Game number 3. How many games does this put us on today? 14, 15?
You're gonna ask. I think it's 14.
Whew.
4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This will be game 14.
Okay.
This will be game 14. We knew this was going to be a long day. When one of the reasons that for a very long time the NA bracket there's been a lot of talk over the years about expanding the NA bracket to the playoffs to double elimination. But this is where you end up. It adds time, right? You have to add extra time to play the extra elimination games. And so this is the first time we're trying it on NA. I'm curious to see what kind of feedback we get. Feedback is provided, right, to the admins and the orgs, because I'll be curious to see just kind of, who basically says, oh, we love this, and who's like, oh, this is terrible. I don't know. I'll be curious.
Yeah.
Someone in chat is basically saying they feel like that 07's tactic was too prepared and too specific, too specialized.
Yep.
Whereas GGWP, a more flexible and varied lineup and was better able to adapt to it.
Yep. I would agree. By the way, that clan, PWP.
PWP, thank you. I could not remember the name. It was driving me crazy. But yes, I think that's the best way to say it, is that 00 basically came with a lineup that was built to play against or counter kind of one thing, or for whatever reason this was their mission, and having different tools in their toolbox than 00, which basically only brought like 3 ships really, gave them more flexibility and more adaptability to kind of handle what they were up against.
All right. Well, looks like we are getting set to go.
Yep, 007 is we're waiting on. Yeah, I know. I saw that comment too. We're waiting on one more 007 player who's not presently in the room. GGWP people all here, just not readied up quite yet. So we'll be on our way shortly. This is the last game of the day. There is nothing else after this. We can offer you nothing more, guys. So thanks for sticking with us. Sorry for all the delays. We really appreciate you. It's been a day. We're about to come up on our start hours, hour 7. So yeah, I'm ready to be done. I want my dinner.
Yep.
It's gonna be 9 o'clock and I'm having dinner.
I'm just glad I'm in comfy clothes.
Yeah, wife is also not happy. So the faster we finish, the faster everything is good here. No, I'm not mad. I'm like you. I'm starved and tired and ready to get some food and get away from the PC so I can get prepped for tomorrow. Yeah, I know you do.
Yep.
All right. 007's here, all readied up. Waiting on GGWP to finish readying up, and we'll be on our way.
Yep. So while we're waiting for a minute, quick shout out to Fabletics Men for providing me with these comfy clothes that I hope are stylish as well. Don't worry, Raptor. I'm not showing you my leg this time.
Oh, good, because I changed the camera anyway to be safe.
Preemptive change. I love it. Oh boy, but it's been a fantastic ride with them. They've got some great stuff. I enjoy working with them for several months now. You can get your own good threads with. Oh, what's the site? It's been so long. I've been Fabletics.com/Lord_Zath. There you go.
There you go. Chat's just now catching up to where they're reminding me of the name of the clan. It's like, they'll feed it to me eventually, guys. But my memory is garbage.
Oh, the same thing just happened to me too.
My memory is trash sometimes. I mean, it's literally been 2 years. Literally, it was spring of 2019 was when was King of the Sea 8, right? So, it's been way too long.
Absolutely.
I've literally done probably about 70 or 80 games of King of the Sea since then. I don't remember. It's not gonna happen, guys. Might be more than that.
Right.
You and I came into this event with over 200 games under our belts, and we've probably done already 45, right? At least. Because we did, let's see, let's go back to day one where we did 8 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We did 8 games on day 1. Day 2 was, I think, 10 games, and day 3 was 11. 1, 2, 3. I think 4 there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we did 10 on day 2. And I'm pretty sure we did 11 on day 3. So yeah, so 18, 29, and we're doing 14 today. So we're already over 40 for this event, and we aren't even to the bloody finals yet. So yeah, lots of bloody games. And GWP's down a player. Bummer.
What were the bands? Look at the response. Oh, goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, Ducky is back.
All right. Everyone's here.
Breakfast.
Everyone's ready. For the love of God, can we please drop this game?
Push the button already. You played Age of Empires 2, right?
No.
You've never played Age of Empires 2?
Age of Empires in my life.
Oh my god, so they had quick commands. You could do numbers and it would play a WAV file, right? There was one command that it would be like, start the game already! Oh my god.
I need that audio file in my life right now, Zath. I need it so bad.
Seriously. It was a great game. And then you could ask people for like various resources with the numbers. So, wood, please. Stone, please. Oh my god. I think my favorite was Raiding Party.
There's another good one that you could apply to Twitch these days.
Yeah.
It finally happened, Zath. We're on our way. We're on our way to the last game of the day. Thank goodness, as we head to Crash Zone Alpha for the rubber game of this match between GGWP and 007. All right, let's have a look over lineup. Zath, talk to me about the 007 lineup.
1 sec.
When you're ready. No rush.
I'm just alerting my peoples that we are starting up the game. All right, so 007 is bringing Ohio, Conqueror, Des Moines, Moskva, Gearing, Double Kleber, and Grozovoy. You're talking about wanting options. That gives them a lot of options.
I'd say they had quite a flexible lineup there. Looking across from them, opposing them from the south spawn, GGWP bringing double Yamato, much Japanese steel with 10,000 folds. Des Moines, Goliath, and in front of them, a varied destroyer lineup: Yu Yang, Kleber, Grozovoy, and Gearing. We'll look at kind of early deployments here. We're looking at a destroyer assassination train. Looks like headed to sea, led by the Kleber boys, backed up by the Grozovoy. Moskva and Des Moines heading that way. Gearing turning south with Conqueror and Des Moines for 00.
Yeah, meanwhile, it looks like GGWP is... I don't think they're happy with their spawns, because they basically all just switch sides. Oh, team kills. That means somebody
Well,
disconnected.
that means we're looking at a restart. They have asked us to no longer use the term mulligan. We have been asked to use the term restart. So we will be heading back to here. Actually, I suppose we can go all the way back to here for a minute while we get the game restarted. So we waited like 20 minutes to start that game, and now we get to restart it.
That's correct.
Sorry, somebody in my chat said something, and I was like, I don't even know what that means. You're going to have to try again.
Oh my goodness. Hey,
once again, we're back here.
That's right. A quick shout out, Captain Teardown, I believe is the one who's running this particular room. He says, I'm tired, starving, and it's 10:30 p.m. here.
Yes.
Captain Teardown.
He's on Atlantic time.
I salute you.
Indeed, sir. Indeed, sir. We appreciate your patience.
And, you know, this might be a good opportunity to also recognize all the other people that make this tournament happen. All the judges, the referees, the adjudicators, the organizers, Wargaming.
Yeah. There are a whole lot of adjudicators and orgs that put into this event. I'm not talking about just NA. I'm talking about every region. Every region is their own org team, their own adjudication team. All of these people put in a tremendous amount of work to make this event happen. So if you see these guys around, you know, you see them in chat, give them a little virtual high five and tell them thanks for their hard work, because it is not easy to do this. Even when you've got experienced teams, there's always issues. There's always little things that crop up. And so they are very, very appreciated. And they probably don't get as much appreciation as they should, but we'll give them the shout out we can. So there you go.
That's right. At the very least, send them a compliment in game. Help their karma out. That's free.
Indeed. All right, guys, we're restarting game 3 here. That was 00. It looks like Elgar had a crash or a disconnect. Yep, he's back in the training room now, so we should be right back into this game momentarily. There we go.
Yep. This happens, guys. You know, I'm sure we've all had that happen.
Admittedly, Zap, literally you and I, this is day 4. We're up like what? Like 49, almost 50 games of the event. That's the first restart we've had this time.
I know. We've been very lucky.
We've been pretty lucky. That's actually pretty impressive. For all the games that we've cast, to not have had that happen until now is impressive. At the same time, it's really irritating for it to happen literally on the last game of the longest day of the tournament. Like,
gotta go longer. Preserve.
What the hell?
Man, what is you gotta preserve that tension, right? Build it.
Yeah, I know, right? Killing me. Why does this keep changing?
Someone in chat's asking me to give Stevie a pat. I don't want to because he looks so cute right now.
I'm just like... It's getting late. I'm getting tired and hungry. My filter's breaking down, Zath. You better get me off camera before I start cursing.
What? Oh, well, you didn't have any dirty water, so I guess there's that at least.
Oh, no, I haven't yet. All right, there we go. Dropping again. Let's try this one more time. Going back to Crash Zone Alpha for Game 3 of this North American Losers Bracket match. One of these teams will stay in the tournament. One of these teams will be going home.
That's right.
Once again,
team compositions cannot change, correct?
That is correct. But since I will be cutting this for YouTube later, do me a favor. Talk me through it anyway.
All right. Well, 07's got Ohio Conqueror, double Des Moines, Moskva, and then they've got double Kleber, Grozovoy, and Gearing.
All right. Opposing them from the South Spawn, we have GGWP bringing double Yamato with all that Japanese steel folded thousands of times, double Des Moines, Ducky Shot and a Goliath, and a nice variety of destroyers to give them all kinds of options. Zath, Kleber, Yu Yang, Grozovoy, and Gearing.
Oof.
So like before, we see the deployment shaking out the same. The double Kleber, Grozovoy headed to the C cap, backed up by Moskva, Des Moines, and Ohio. Conqueror, Des Moines, and Gearing look like they're trolling down the way for the A cap for 007.
What are these guys shooting at already?
Sometimes I watched this in some of the Shikishima games. They would just throw shells in the hopes of possibly baiting one of the battleships maybe into firing back. I'm not entirely positive why they do it, really.
Well, you spot the battleship that fires back, I suppose.
That's about all you really do is you give them they potentially baiting the enemy into giving you a little more information.
But it's interesting, speaking of giving the enemy information, when they fired on their teammates to signal a restart, you know, they kind of give away a little bit that way too, don't they?
That does some of it. I mean, presuming they can be detected, right? The battleships that fire probably did give away their position. The destroyers probably didn't. It wouldn't have been in range.
Yep.
We got a nice little destroyer wolf pack here closing in on C. I would not want to be any destroyer that gets caught by that.
No.
Toxic's mob snuggle up to the island here and kind of play guardian over the C cap. Walked in Woded's Des Moines. Looks like he's booking for the A line. He's probably going to play on the back of the cap. Probably hug up to that island in about B8 or so, somewhere up here when all is said and done. It's going to be quite the rumble at Czath. Look at all the ships.
So this map, usually who wins C wins the game.
Well,
and you can see both teams think that.
It's like it's going to be decided very, very quickly here. Deers Yang looks like he's going to smoke I Love All Ships' Des Moines up over here in front of this island. Let's see. I mean, I'm guessing that's why the Yang is in that position. Maybe.
It definitely looks like it.
About to have some close contact that's going to be coming very soon as these Grozovoids spot each other. And that is when the fun is going to start.
Slap fight.
Going to be some of that happening for sure. It's going to be happening in moments. And should be seeing some contact right about now.
There it is. Contact.
Both Kleber's popping their reload boosters. Des Moines, Moskva. It's a 5-on-1 robocopping here of a Matsukaze.
I'm so glad I taught you that.
Oh, I love that word, Zad. It's amazing.
But interestingly enough, what?
They lose sight of it. Matsukaze does not fire back.
Smart.
So instead, they expend their energy shooting at Fosse, who did fire back briefly.
Makes sense. Meanwhile,
Yang smoke, but Deer may have a problem here.
He's slowing.
No, I think he's going to be okay. No, he'll be fine. He's got it. As long as he just keeps booking it, he's good.
Mad Dog takes a torp, meanwhile.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Went into Mad Dog. Judge took a little chip damage there. I think that was Fosse's Kleber throwing that out to him.
Yep, very smart. Ggwp not sending people into range of that Mosfa Island radar as Toxic gets whacked.
Ooh. Toxic takes another big hit. I'm betting that was Arch. I'm guessing Arch managed to sneak some shells just over the forward corner of the island there.
Could have been.
They're definitely going to be able to push Toxic back as Deer's Yang is onto the cap now. We know he's smoke.
Mm-hmm.
So at the moment, they have no way to counterspot Judge's Grozovoy, who is actively holding this cap back on behalf of 007.
It is interesting, you know, Toxic being in his position. I mean, that's your typical Mosfa Island. I don't know, it just feels kind of to be expected at this stage in the game.
Got a radar going up on Deer, it seems. They got eyes on him somehow.
Walked in Woted, I think, is looking at him.
Okay.
He
Pushed
just
him
took
off
a
the cap there.
Yeah, he just took a Citadel for his trouble, but he is keeping Dyer on radar, I believe.
Oh, Walked in Woted has slid into his position we were predicting here up on this island at B8. It's going to make things a lot more challenging. Now what I love, Zath, is that they've got so many destroyers here with smoke. They're able to rotate smokes and keep Love All Ships' Des Moines kind of what amounts to out here in the open, and it's going to work.
Yep, that's the play. Although Sage now maybe possibly overextended.
Ooh, yeah, I see now. Okay, yeah, that feels kind of bad.
That could have been worse.
Does take some big hits for his trouble. I think now the Yammy's about to change his priority target. Yep, he is. Arch has already retargeted his guns.
4.
He's looking for walk. He's looking for walked and woaded.
Yeah.
Well, he was.
No.
They've lost sight of walked. They've lost sight of walked now.
Yep. Now he's looking
But
back at Toxic. Nope. Eagle Lance.
They did rotate Fosse's Kleber to B, so
Makes sense.
they will be able to pick up. They will be able to pick up a cap here momentarily. 6 minutes gone. GGWP on about a 60-point. I'm sorry, 007 on about a 60-point lead here. Lots of cap contesting going on, but GGWP will now start closing that gap because they own B, and basically 00 can't do anything about that now.
Right. Judge isn't careful. He might take a torp up the butt. He started moving at the right time. Wow.
Snuck away from it.
Health pool wise, both teams about even. Dyer, though,
Yeah.
quite low for his side. Whoa.
GG does back the C cap.
Look at Soviet Baguette. He's at half health already.
Yeah, I was wondering what's farming him. I guess you know what it is. It's the Goliath, Zath. We've
Yeah.
seen the Goliath. Seen what havoc a Goliath can wreak on a Kremlin's health pool, and I think that's what Ducky's got going on down here. And that's not a Kremlin. That's a Conqueror.
Right.
But still, I mean, it's a Conqueror. They're all going to be full pens.
Yes. Ducky coming under fire from Elgar now.
Yep. This is a very, very precarious position for GGWP, in my opinion, at the C cap. I like it. It's bold, but love all ships. Basically, like, if one of those destroyers is ever dead, he's toast. Right now, they're going to keep him perma-smoked, but if ever they're failed to do so, he's going to be in trouble.
And here's where I'd probably just send Toxic in.
Well, Toxic is trying to inch back up to catch him with his radar, and he's not quite there yet, but he's getting close.
Yeah, he
One
is.
Kleber rotates to mid now for 007. As Yoshi's gearing is going to be is he going to be driven off the cap completely? No, he's going to slow down. Fosse now rotating south. I think he's going to go gearing hunting, Zath. Ooh, Elgar taking a decent hit right there.
I mean, they have to be decisive winning somewhere. If they're not going to win up north, it makes sense to try going south.
Looks like a stalemate to me. I think the best they can hope for would be to try to extract Love All ships from this position. He takes about 10k there.
Yeah, they're working on it.
They're trying.
Ducky shots at half health.
Now, he wasn't a minute ago. Must have gotten smacked by something. Could just be steady fire from the Des Moines. Because Goliath is pretty soft too, right?
Yep. There's the super heal.
Eight and a half minutes gone. Still very much anybody's game. The cap's bouncing all over the place. GGWP on a 20-point lead that's shrinking because 007 stole the B cap from them, and now Matsukaze is going to steal it right back.
Look at this cap. I'm taking this cap.
You left this cap. This cap is mine now, sir. I think GGWP has basically called it at A. Sorry, at C.
Mm-hmm.
They seem like they're gearing up to just try and prevent the push through the cap.
Yeah.
At least it's beginning to feel that way to me, right?
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Desert Rat is looking... Interestingly enough, look at GGWP's Goliath and gearing south, and Kleber. They're all looking north to sea. I wonder if they're fixing to kite away from here as well.
Maybe.
So the question is, if they're going to kite from both flanks, where are they going to go?
I don't know.
We've seen it
Lots of
before where
questions.
they kite from both flanks and go mid, and that doesn't end well usually.
Match is half over. GGWP working on a less than 20-point lead here. B is flipped. C is basically surrendered, more or less. They're going to try and sneak with their troon with all ships. They're trying to sneak all ships as Des Moines through this gap in front of God and everybody. I think they're going to be able to pull it off, too. Yeah, looks like it.
Eagle Lance just took some torps as well.
Yeah, a couple of deep water torps.
Yep.
So GGWP is kind of redeploying here. They're redeploying to hold the B cap, surrender A, but basically prevent a push down the 10 line. while basically at the moment A remains contested. So in order for them to break the stalemate at A, they got to bring somebody back in, and it looks like it's going to be Fosse's Kleber. At least seems that way.
They might be trying to... Yeah, Blitzstorm is now under attack from the Des Moines. They know that I Love All Ships has rotated.
Yeah, they know it now. Now that he's safe from the Ohio shells up north, he's opening fire.
Yep.
Fosse actually not declining to go into the A-cap right there. Conqueror shells seeking Ducky.
Nice hit.
Solid hit. Cuts him in about half there. But 3D printers do not care about your silly penetration damage, sir.
That's right. But this feels like a better use of Soviet Baguette's Conqueror anyways.
It does, actually. It does. To me, Zath, the A is still the play here. They've managed to extract Arch Zero and Sage from their precarious position on the 10 line.
Mm-hmm.
But O still has 5 ships, I should say, circling the C cap, and GGWP is basically like, we don't want C, you can have it.
Yep. Well, it's just a matter of how long does it take before they discover this
All right. I think we're about to see a move here. Fosse is going to be moving into the cap here at full speed. Looks like he's got his speed boost on. It looks like his job is to get out here and flush Desert Rat. And hopefully assassinate him, but at a minimum, get up here and push him off, which they seem to have done. He's left the cap now. Nope, he's back on it. All right, so let's look at this from GGWP's perspective for a little bit. Let's see what they see.
Nothing.
At the moment, they see nothing. You know, Zath, I can see Fosse, though.
Yes, they can.
You know, Zath, if I'm... Man.
Yes.
I'm wondering, like, if I'm GGWP, do you think maybe... Do you think you could get a Kleber in for a suicide charge on Elgar? I'm not sure you could.
I don't know.
I don't think you can.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering. I'm just thinking out loud. Like, just kind of spitballing here.
It's, I don't think it's a good idea.
I agree.
You can see Battleship Princess Ralia's Yamato took a nice chunk out of him in the face a minute ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Ralia needs to keep moving on down into this corner. They've got to dislodge this Des Moines.
Yes.
They need to kill and they kill Desert Rat. And the Conqueror basically already has to run.
Yes. And he's doing so. You can see that already.
Yes. Yes.
Now look at the north side at sea. They're starting to collapse down south. Walked and Loaded going around to the 9 line. Some torps here on the destroyers.
No Yoshi.
Ooh. Both of them just barely missed. Look at that. Wow.
Double the Euro beats, ladies and gentlemen. But Fosse can be seen. Blitz is shelling him from the middle of the map.
Yep. Elgar can be seen too now. That's the problem.
Yoshi is smoking. A little bit of American smoke there for his buddy.
Ducky shot now at 17K.
Ooh, I was gonna say talking about suicide charges. It looks like Mad Dog had it in his brain, but Amatsu Kaze is here covering his teammate. And now between Love All Ships is Hydro or Radar, whatever, but they've got Mad Dog like lit for a while, and Amatsu Kaze's in smoke.
That's not gonna end well for Mad Dog.
No, this could be this one mistake literally could cost 0700 this game. Like, this game is that close. There's 5 minutes to play. Neither team has a decisive advantage. A single kill could be that decisive advantage.
Oh, Walked and Loaded killing the Yu Yang.
Well,
that single kill you were just talking about.
About to return the favor here. The trick is that Matsukaze under Radar. Toxic bags him. Just like that, 3 quick kills flip the lead to 007, but again, GGWP able to push Desert Rat off the A-cap. They are ticking up points faster. They will overtake shortly. I feel like Arch Zero's Yamato is too far back now, Zath.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe he needs to be up here, kind of in this gap behind Love All Ships. Maybe. Like, that would be a better position.
Yeah, there's no reason for him to back off that far that quickly. I think we see that oftentimes. You know, it feels like we gotta go. You hit full, W, and then you don't really stop and think, how far do I want to go?
Indeed. About to have a lead change. It's coming up in seconds. Under 4 minutes to play. GGWP will overtake the lead. Right there.
Why is Blitz opening up here?
It's a good question. But I guess, to me, I think the better question is, okay, Baguette is now firing at the Des Moines bow. I feel like Baguette is really, like, if you're GGWP, Baguette is the pick.
Well,
right?
the Yamato.
You should be able to get that pick.
The Yamato already fired at him. Arc Zero. Maximum
Yamato
range.
agrees with me, Doug.
Mm-hmm. His shells were just a little short. A little behind, I should say, so. Now, here comes Blitz. No, I don't like this at all.
Blitz is finally dark. Blitz is dark now. All right. Judge about to step on to B. GGWP with a 30-point lead. Love All Ships puts up the radar. There we go. They've got clear vision on Judge for the moment. That's going to drive him off the cap, or at least hold him off the cap. Eagle Lance's Ohio pushing uncomfortably close to Love All Ships' Des Moines at this stage as well. Conqueror HE now coming in for Love All Ships. This is going to be a bigger hit.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah. 7 cannon, nice fire.
That's why you bring Conqueror.
50-point lead now for GGWP. 2.5 minutes. Time ticking away.
Now the Yamato, Princess Relia, is finally getting up to the point where he's going to get in Elgar's face.
Well, this is points. GGWP is they're gonna lose another ship somewhere. They need this kill badly. They've got too many low ships, and there's still too much time on the clock, in my opinion.
Yep.
Oh,
Judge takes a
Judge took a torpedo.
Oh,
Judge takes two. That's a massive kill.
Toxic's gonna take it. He's gonna go down too.
They're gonna get Toxic. Oh my god.
Oh my god. That's catastrophic.
That's the game. There's 30 seconds now. Double O doesn't have any time to react. They basically have to shove Eagle Lance into Love All Ships' face and hope it works.
That's... Oh
catastrophic torpedo salvo. GGWP with a Yoshi with a brilliant gearing salvo. Elgar has now bailed to the opposite side of the island from Raulia.
Eagle Lance now going full send.
Oh, he gets Love All Ships.
Wow.
Gets it before he goes out. Unfortunately, I don't think he can save his ship. We'll see if he can. He's got to try. Kleber Torp's coming in. I don't think he can. Even one of these Torps will wipe him out. It doesn't matter. The Yamato takes care of him through the stern. And again, GGWP simply has to wait and hold and not lose a ship. 50 seconds to play. Looks like Double O's going to lose another heartbreaker. And they do, Zach.
Wow.
They do.
What an ending. It was all this time back and forth, just jockeying for position, and it all just came crashing down.
Yeah. I feel like there's a part of me that feels a little bit like, at one point we pointed it out, there were 5 007 ships, circling in and around the sea cap. And it was kind of like, by then, GGWP had already started redeploying. And it just felt bad, right? And I think it took them, very much like the last King of the Sea, maybe took them a little too long to redeploy some of their ships and take advantage of it. Well played to both teams, but GGWP survives. They will continue on in tomorrow's loser bracket. 007, their tournament is over.
Yep. That's
and
it for them.
At long last, Zaf, after we cross the 7-hour mark, we're done. Over. My God. Oh my God.
Oh man. Anything we should say at the end here before we
So here's what I want to say. One, thanks to everybody who stuck with us this long. It has been a slog. We appreciate your viewership, your patronage, and your patience. Two, we're back tomorrow for more. So guys, Zath, talk to us about what's going to happen tomorrow.
All right, so tomorrow, and I'm gonna switch over to the bracket for a second, so sometimes it's easier to see the bracket here.
Yep.
So tomorrow, you're gonna find Raptor and myself, and we'll probably pick up a couple other special guests for our pre-game show. Look to that for maybe about 30 minutes before 2 p.m. Central Standard, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we're gonna cast, Raptor and I will cast Star versus Ggwp. That's a best of 5 game. And then after that, we move into casting the finals, correct?
Yes, that will be the finals, North American finals. So the winner of that match versus the winner of QQ7 and Bonks. We'll bring you those games tomorrow, both on Zath's channel and on the main channel and here on my channel. So you'll have multiple places you can come and hang out with us.
And then, after we finish the finals, we will most likely be casting the 3rd place match to find out, can 07 defeat Buenos Noches? Yeah. Can they defeat the loser of 3.1, which is Star versus Ggwp, which we'll be casting? And can they defeat the winner of the other bracket side and force their way into 3rd place so they can play in the international finals next weekend?
Indeed. It's going to be a busy day, Zath. I believe we are going to be casting the 3rd place game. Don't quote me on that, but I'm fairly confident. So we should bring you semifinals, finals, and then the 3rd place match. So at the end of tomorrow's cast, we'll know all 3 teams that will be going on to represent North America in the following weekend's big international event.
That's right. I'm seeing a bunch of people who have just finished claiming King of the Sea Mission 4. Holy crap, you guys, talk about in the nick of time. If it wasn't for the delays, you wouldn't have gotten it.
That's right. You made it. So congratulations.
Yeah.
All right, Zath, I'm hanging it up. I'm done. I'm hungry. I'm tired. I'm starting to get a little cranky. I got to get out of here.
Totally can't tell. Totally can't tell. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Who are you going to raid, Raptor?
I'll raid Fem because she's doing her charity stream fundraising work. But obviously, we have to wait for a few minutes for things to catch up, guys. So listen, as Zath said, we're back tomorrow. Thanks for the bits, the subs, the follows, everything today, guys. We really appreciate it. We're back tomorrow for more. We just hope you'll come tune in, and we'll see you then.
Absolutely. All right, I'm going to hit that outro button. Yep, I'm going to hit the mute button for a sec on Discord. And guys, a big thank you again for everything. Big thanks to Fabletics Men for sponsoring me with the nice clothes. As always, fabletics.com/Lord_Zath. We've got a bunch of new followers as well. I want to make sure we highlight those people on the stream. Thank you very much for your followage. Very much appreciated. And there's some cheers and bits as well that I saw, and I think I saw some people sub as well. For whatever reason, they aren't fully on here, but I saw it, guys, and I really do appreciate it. So thank you very much. At this point, I am going to hit stop streaming. And in 5 minutes, we're going to go ahead and raid Sith Kitten. When you see Sith Kitten, give her the Zath wave. That's the circle with the slash. And there you have it. See you next time.